Hi YouTube, it's Tracy from Entrepreneur Girl, and today is Tracy's Tuesday Tips, and we are going to be talking about creating a brand new unique listing for a regular product, and also we're going to be incorporating bundles and multiples in that, and we're also going to touch upon SKUs and UPC codes. So we have a lot to talk about today, and we are just going to dig right in. Okay, so here we go on our how to create a brand new listing. First thing that you're going to do is go to your Amazon Seller Central and then inventory, add a product, and this is the page that comes up. This is the box here where you would do a search title or the UPC code that's on your product to try to find it in the database. Now the product I've decided to use today are the adult diapers. Adult disposable briefs by Select. I purchased these on the Goodwill video if you want to watch me purchasing them, but I got them for 50 cents a pack, a 12-pack, size medium, and I got a whole cart full. So when I did a list of new products search, I was able to find them here. So they were in the database, so I could just go ahead and enter them in. There are some multi-packs already. I saw a pack of 2 being sold, and up here I saw a pack of 8 for $49.24. What I thought I would do for today's video, since there is a pack of 8 and that's a lot, and there's a pack of 2, I thought I would go in at a pack of 4. Our list of product here, and 2 things that you want to do before you sit down to do that is you want to get your UPC numbers and you want to get your images, because once you get going on this, there's really not an option to save and come back to it later. So you want to just be able to have a few minutes to do the listing from beginning to end, and in that you'll need your UPCs and your images. So we've talked about this before. I typically buy my UPC codes from eBay. You could do a Google search and find other options. I just find this to be quick and easy and inexpensive. I'm not affiliated with it in any way. This isn't my listing. I don't know this person. So, do your own due diligence on where you purchase it from. But you can see that there's 1,000 labels for $13.95. So that's really inexpensive. And a good point that was brought up on last video's comment section was that you can only use each number once. You can't get one UPC and use it for multiple items. Once you use it, you can't use it again. So this 1,000 numbers would be good for 1,000 products. And sometimes I forget to say things, or I just assume people know it, or I speak. So I appreciate you guys leaving information in the comments. The comments are so valuable. And if someone is watching the video and they scroll down to the comments, there's like this whole other conversation happening underneath the videos with so much more added value, right? Added content that they can read through. So if you have anything that you want to add to the videos, just kind of elaborate on a point I made or ask other questions, that's what it's all about, is to learn. So I think that's terrific that you take the time to do that. I hope you keep it up because that was awesome. All right, now on images, Amazon's pretty picky with their images. They want them to be a certain size. They want them to have that complete white, no background photo. So options that you have, you can try to do that on your own using software, or you can use Fiverr. I keep wanting to say Fiverr, and that's totally not right. Fiverr, and here it's very inexpensive, but you can even do the 3D images. You can get really fancy here. Another option for you is this pixels.com, and I think it's about $1.45 per image, and they're very professional and they just look so great. So either one of these I think you would be really happy with. All right, so now we're going to go to our add a product. I'm going to close some of these tabs so I don't get all over the place. And I typically don't do this unless I have multiples of an item that's not in the database, so it's worthwhile, or if I have a high value item. It's not that it's hard, because it's really not. You'll see it doesn't take very long. It's very follow the prompts, very user friendly. So it's not that it's hard, it's just tedious. And also, you know, with the whole photos thing, that's kind of what I'm trying to get away from with eBay. That's what makes Amazon so awesome, is that it's fast. I can list 40 items versus 15 items in eBay per hour. So it's much faster because I don't have to go through this process. So I typically don't like to, unless I have multiples or bundles or, you know, private label or some reason to do it. All right, so here we go. We're going to go to this create a new product listing tab here. And the first thing we're going to have to do is find a category. Now, if you know what category it's in, you can just scroll down here and find it. But I'm just going to assume that you don't know. You know, we're just going to start from scratch. And I'm going to click Find Category. And then in here, it gives me suggestions of categories. Another thing that you can do is where I had, you know, picked up one of these, I'm going to go ahead and click on one. If you look at your competitor's listing or similar items listing, you can get a lot of information. So I can see, you know, how they've listed it. I can see their bullet points here. We're going to use those in a minute. I can see, you know, any promotions they're having, descriptions, the weight. I can see the sales rank, and I can see what category they put theirs in. So this one is health and personal care, and that's the ranking, which is really high. These are all subcategories after that where the ranking gets a little bit better. So you can do that. There's a lot of information on pages that already exist. So I do that a lot and just wanted to point that out to you. Okay, so we said that it was in, oops, sorry, health and personal care. That's what our competitor was in, and that's the first option that comes up here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. All right, so this is what comes up. You have these tabs up here, and the first one is vital information, and here is where you're going to type in the product name. Okay, so I finished my product name. My manufacturer is Tranquility. My brand name is Select. There's no part number associated with this. The package quantity, there's 12 in a pack. Color, the size is medium. The color is actually white. And Amazon likes you to capitalize, especially in the title. It'll prompt you if you don't capitalize it. Okay, scent, flavor, unit count. So this is how many units I'm sending in, how many units of the 12 pack, and I'm going to be sending in 4. So this will be 1 if you're doing a regular listing, but if you're doing multiples, it's going to be how many of the item you're sending in right there. Packs of 12. Variation theme. You know, this is where, like, if you have a shirt and you have, you know, different colors of the shirt, different sizes of the shirt. I don't have any variations. All of my packs are medium, so I don't have to worry about that. Right here is where you're going to enter in your UPC code that you purchased from eBay. All right, so we are done with that page. Now we can scroll up and go to the next tab, which is Offer. And seller SKU. I want to take a second and kind of give you a secondary tip under seller SKU, because that was also one of the questions that was asked of me in the comment section a couple videos ago. So I just want to take a minute and answer that for this person. Amazon will give you a seller SKU. It's just a random set of numbers to identify your product if you don't enter in anything. But I think this is a great opportunity for you to be able to keep track of your own products. And this is just what I do. So today's date is October 29th of 2015. So I will enter in the year, and then I will enter in today's date. And that's what I do for the first part of my SKU, is I put the date. And then I put a little dash and I put the store that I got it in, or my own codes for the store. So I always put GW for Goodwill. I don't know why, I just do. And then I put my little dash, and then I put how much I paid for it. So I paid 50 cents for it. I'm going to put $1 here, And then I put the sales rank, which was really high. It was like 70,000. And then I put the category, which was health. Okay, so that's how I do my seller SKU. And I just think that it's important because at a glance, I can look and see when I bought it, where I bought it, how much I paid, the ranking, and the category that I use. So if I run out of stock, at a quick glance, I know right where to get it. If I just want to search by any of these elements, if I just want to search what I've been purchasing at Goodwill, or if I want to look and see how many items I have in, health, however you want to search for it, quick access, my seller SKU can be just more than a bunch of random numbers. It can be a really helpful, useful tool in my business. Okay, condition is new. I don't typically put a condition note unless it's used. And my unit price. So I have 4 packs. So I'm going to put them at $25. Here on the sale price, we've talked about this before. If you don't have a repricer, I don't like to use a repricer, but repricers will do this automatically. If you don't have one or opt not to use one, you can go ahead and put a sale price in here. So say this has been selling for 5 months and it hasn't sold, and I don't want to get any long-term storage fees with this. I can go ahead and put the sale price for it to knock it down to $19.99, and I can start at any date that I want. So say, I want to start a couple months from now, then I can just go ahead and put that sell date. So if these aren't selling by the time that I'm going to, accrue additional fees, I can go ahead and try to move my inventory by placing it on sell. And I can put the sell date, and I can even put the end date, or I can just leave that blank if it's just going to stay on sale until it's sold. And so that's what I typically do there. Okay, so legal disclaimers, tax codes, handling time, start selling date, gift options. If you merchant fulfill, gift wrapping is a great way to make additional income because people pay a pretty penny for gift wrap during the holidays, and you can buy gift wrap paper at the dollar store and actually make a little bit by doing this. I'm not going to do it because it's FBA, so I'm just going to leave those blank. It doesn't have a red asterisk. You don't have to enter the information, but you should try to add as much information as you can because people like to see a complete listing. The more information that you give them, the more likely that your product is to sell. Now, I'm always FBA, but typically when I'm starting a new listing, I put it as merchant fulfilled and then I change it later. And it's just easier to find this way. And so I like to just go ahead and start it there and then change it later. All right, so we're done with offer, and we're going to go to images, choose file, and it should be on your computer somewhere. So here's my first one. You can use multiple images, and you can see where it has the white background. It's the image of it opened so that they can actually see the type of product that they're getting. And then I have another product picture. And that's the pack. This is how it's going to show up to them. This is, what it looks like. And then I typically like to have an action shot picture of, like someone handing it to an elderly person or whatnot. But for today's example, we're just going to roll with those two. All right, now we're going to go to the next tab, which is description. Oh, wait. One other thing. If you look here, right here, this at least 1,000 pixels on the longest side and at least 500 on the shortest side to be zoomable. Zoomable images are where you can mouse over it and make it larger. And if you research that, the products that have that sell double what the products that don't have that. So it's a very important feature for you to add, kind of as a side tip, if you're not utilizing that. You want to make sure that your pictures follow this so that it is zoomable. For the images, you want to try to have one of the individual item. If you have a group of items, you want to have one with all of them. Like here would be a great place for me to show that there's 4 packages here. Description. So here we get into bullet points. This is where you want to add all the bullet points, kind of like this here. About product. These are bullet points. See the points here? So excellent absorbency, great value economy. Description, you don't want to reiterate the exact same points that you had in the bullet points because they don't need to read the same information twice. So you can either leave this blank. I like to put something there. So if you have a cute baby bundle, this is where you would put like, makes a really cute baby shower gift, you know, just any type of extra information that you could give them that makes them think, hey, this is a great idea that I buy this product. You know, here I have a 4-pack, so I can put, you know, save time, money, and effort by buying a 4-pack. I won't let you sit there while I type that, but that's just kind of what that information is for. Okay, keywords. I talk about keywords all the time, and this is where you put the keywords. So with Amazon, your title isn't really the searchable vital piece, it's the keywords. So keywords are very important. This is how people are finding your product. This is how they go on Amazon and they're looking for disposable diapers. They have no idea what they're going to pick yet. Here's where you're going to be entering in any information that you can think of. Any search terms or keywords that you would search for a product by, you think someone else would search for a product by, any information that you can get off of your competitors' listing to see if they use some terms that you didn't think of. You can go under merchant words right here, merchantwords.com, and a website to use to get keywords for different items. This is where you're going to put all of those search terms. Platinum keywords are keywords that you pay for. They're for platinum merchants only, which none of us are those, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, intended use, bladder conditions. Well, certainly. Yeah, okay, medical health conditions. If you have others that you want to add, you don't have to put these unless there's a red asterisk, but the more you put, the better it is for you because you're going to sell it better. All right, so these are made for seniors and adults. Extended wear, I'm going to put, you know, heavy protection because I see that that is on my packaging. Okay, so now I'm going to go to more details, which is our last tab. Now, honestly, you're not going to enter in a lot of information here, but there are a few things that you're going to want to put. We're going to be adding our manufacturer suggested retail price, our dimensions, and our shipping weight. If you don't know this MSRP, you can leave it blank. If you think you're going to be above the MSRP, then you can leave it blank. And then we'll go down to product dimensions. Oh, it's discontinued by manufacturer. If you have an item that has been made but it's no longer being made, you can click on that. 12 by 6 inches. It's going to be the shipping weight if I have all 4 packages in a box with the box and all the packing material. This is how much that's going to be. So added information that you can elect to put in there. Indications, like what conditions would indicate this. I can put, you know, all about the bladder and different things. Directions, how is this product to be used? A lot of this can be copy and paste off of the manufacturer's website. Ingredients, if I have inhalant, you can add all of that. Safety warnings, like if you have a choking hazard game, you can put it here. If you have batteries, package type, catalog number, is it an adult product? Does it have an AC adapter? Fabric type, just any added information. Most of the time, like I said, you're not going to fill in a lot of those fields, and that's okay. Just try to fill in as much as you can through all of the tabs now, and we want to double check and make sure that we have put everything correctly. Make sure any information that we want to add, like here on this product care, that's where you put like if it's machine wash and dry, character, like if you have Frozen or Monsters Inc., you can put that there. If you're satisfied with all of this, and mine is just an example, so I'm not going to click it, but if you're satisfied with all this, you would go ahead and click Save and Finish. Once you click it, your listing is created. It takes a few minutes for it to become active. I've actually seen it take a few hours, so don't be alarmed. Give it some time to show up as active, and then you can change it to FBA later if you want to, or if you have a lot of items that you're changing and you want to see. So tomorrow, if I come back to this, I will be able to see the active listing. I'll actually be able to see what the whole page looks like. I can kind of double check and make sure that everything is exactly the way that I want it to be. And that is all there is to it. So you can see it's really not that hard and scary as you think it might be. I really hope today's video was useful to you and your business in some way. If you like the content today, please comment below, subscribe, and give a big thumbs up. And I will see you guys next video. Have a rockin' week. Bye, guys.